GCUE.
The podcast you have been waiting for.
6 friends, 6 opinions, infinite laughs.
You're watching history in the making.
You don't have to open up your eyes, you can clearly see.
The number one podcast is GCU Week. 20 years of brotherhood. The Q La Familia. Raw, uncut, uncensored, and unfiltered. Bub's opinionated. Why Eddie keep you laughing? Steve will get the tea while Shaw tells us all what's happening. Spiritual or natural. I'm here for the thrills. And when it comes to PJ, y'all, please say the real. From quick hits, heavy lifting, dumbass to the week. We getting ratings through the roof every time that we speak. PA, GA to the Aspens, turning podcasts into under-table has-been. Sports, entertainment, and current events. Sometimes we get pissed, so the crew got a vent. So when Friday night come, you know just what to do. Sit back, put up your feet, and now rocking with the Q. Once again, it's on. You already know what it is. It's your boy Bugs coming at you straight out the 804. And once again, I'm with the usual suspects, the Q-Law Familiar, as I like to call them. And once again, this is GQ, not to be affiliated with the magazine and the company. And we're going to go around the table and get the introductions from the fellas. So let's set it off. Let's go, Buck.
Hey, welcome. If it's your first time with us, we welcome you. If it's not your first time with us, we welcome you back. Either way, we just hope you sit back and enjoy the show.
We're going to keep it up in the 717. Let's go, Steve.
What up?
And there you have it. You're going to go right down to ATL with Mr. Suave Magazine himself. We want to shout out the real, and I do mean the real, PJ, if you see him in the street, and Eddie as well. Now, last but certainly not least, Mr. Suave Magazine himself. Let's go, Shot. Set it off.
You got to address it like the real PJ and the other PJ. That shit's funny as hell if you do it that way. But yo,
controversy.
Nah, exactly. I love it.
We're not
controversy. Nah, we here
Q
for it.
That's Q beef.
We here for it. But yo, what up? We got to have a fun show. It's going to be a little, you know what I mean? It might be a little nasty since
we
the topic
going
is
in
where it's at. I mean, it's going to be what it is. But, you know, until we get to that point, let's just jump in this.
First of all,
can we just
not say we're going in tonight? Like, we're not having no sword fest, like, you know what I mean? Because the titles will catch people off guard from the rest. So I just want to make sure that we just know that we're just going to have an adult, mature conversation. I'm just saying.
Whenever you have to do that, it causes a problem. So
exactly.
Like, just
he couldn't even say it with a straight face.
Just let
I'm
this
sure.
Exactly. You know.
An adult, mature conversation.
From the Q.
Mature adult conversation.
Yeah.
It's never gonna happen. Yo, let's all right, let's talk about this the student loan guideline situation happening right now, because there's some confusion with it. A lot of people don't know like what's happening, like who's affected, who's not affected. So change that. All right. So basically, if you haven't been watching, there's some controversy saying that the student loan situation, as far as the forgiveness happening, is affecting everyone, and now nobody's getting their student loans forgiven, which isn't correct. Basically, it's a specific loan, which is the federal family education loan. Those loans are covered by the government, but states and different companies are able to make money off of them. They basically went to the White House and said that you can't take these loans out of here, because if you do, it's going to basically bankrupt us. So if they're basically saying, like, if you take these loans out, it's gonna cause some trouble. I think it's like $416 billion, which is what the loan is covering, or what the package is covering. So there's 6 states that decided they were going to sue the Biden administration for trying to put their states in those different loans into jeopardy and basically messing up the economy for these different companies. So instead of fighting those cases and potentially losing the entire package, they let that one loan drop out. So I guess I don't even know what the question is with this. Like, do we care?
So wait a minute, Joe Biden did something and he fucked up? Is that
That's it. But it's not him. Like the fuck up, basically, it's not even a fuck up. It's just Republicans found a way to sue him for what he was trying to do, and
loophole.
Basically said, like, if you do this, we're taking the entire package to court, and if we take the package to court, you're gonna lose it. Same thing happened with Obamacare. It's like, you don't put this piece of it in here, we're suing you for it. So instead of fighting that thing and possibly losing the entire situation, just let that little piece go.
So basically, what they said they were going to do was pay back the student loans, but they're only paying back certain student loans.
The other student loans outside of that specific loan. So anybody that has a federal family education loan, that's not being forgiven.
Or can we just be realistic and understand that, oh my God, a politician didn't come through and wanted something they promised during the political
Exactly.
wow, like I'm surprised that took place again. And I've only been alive for 40 years, 43 years. So
that's what I'm saying. I don't feel like that's fair. It's like, because it's not him. It's like you're fighting another party, and the other party's like, fuck that, y'all not getting free money. It ain't fair that you're giving these people money, and then all these people had to pay their loans back. So we're fighting against it. That's one of their fights.
But yet, when the stock market crashed and all that good stuff, everybody could get forgiven, right?
Because rich people run the stock market.
It's ridiculous.
Like,
they've been bailed out twice.
It's capitalism. Like, free money doesn't help capitalism.
But it
It
does.
is what it is.
Why,
But
you can
it
spend it?
does. Yeah.
But you was going to spend it anyway. So you're spending on the item instead of on the loan. You can't get interest on the item. So if I go buy 7 new TVs, they gonna interest on that.
Taxes.
But even for instance, my student loans. Right now, I think I have about maybe $8,000 just on interest.
So you don't qualify?
Who?
You.
Nah, my mom was. We ain't have money like that. I wasn't hitting that bracket. We were good. My loans was gone. Didn't have them. Take them things. But I had a lot of scholarships though, so I didn't really have a lot in there in the first place.
See, my thing is that, like, if you really set out to believe that was really going to take place, you was like kind of fooling yourself, and that's how I stand on it. Like the government has never truly promised us anything that's really got accomplished to that magnitude. So I think you're setting yourself up for failure if you believe that shit. That's how I feel about it, honestly. Like when people were saying it on the campaign trail, I was like, yeah, you're right. I was like, yeah, you're right. So now there's another step, or something that pushes it further away from being obtained, it doesn't surprise me. And anybody that's disappointed, you just kind of played yourself and believing that these politicians was going to do something in your favor. It never happens in our favor.
You gotta acknowledge like how many people actually had their shit already forgiven. So there's a lot of people who already have their student loans wiped out.
There's some.
Getting to the rest of them. It's a lot. It's like I think like 6 or 7 million people already had their stuff wiped out.
Is it that many?
Yeah.
I mean, either way,
they spent a couple $100 million already cleaning shit out.
Well,
you know what? I need to I should get most of mine. I mean, I think I paid them though, because my school got caught up in like they were scamming folks, and there's some forgiveness for that shit. So
Yeah.
I gotta look into that to see if I even still owe anything to them or if I just owe hack. Because if I owe hack, I'm fucked. Well, they're fucked because I ain't paying them. So
let's go. What we rolling to?
hold on. Well, let's go. What you just then go? You don't care about loans. You just go to the next thing. Like
I feel
Either
you,
you get forgiveness or you don't. My apologies.
is that what it is?
So
It is what it is.
here's my thing. And this
You owe
is
something you can afford to pay, that's your problem. You owe something you can't afford to pay, that's their problem.
No doubt.
so my adult perspective on it. It's just government's going to be government until you balance it out, and until you have people in there that's going to do what is best for folks. It's always going to be that way, and like Bo said, that's typically not going to happen. There's always going to be controversy in there. There's always going to be bullshit in politics. It's a back and forth game that is not looking good at all. So you send it to court, you appoint people to courts to do what you want them to do. They do what you want them to do. They send it to a Supreme Court who's there to do what you want them to do. Then you just keep bouncing this shit back and forth, and it goes nowhere. It's sad. It's It's a fucked up country.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
Yeah, because we about to get the Hunger Games.
We're in the Hunger Games and shit.
It's coming. We about to hit back to like 65 in the next couple of months.
Don't do that.
Let's go.
Nah, you know, like the Supreme Court cases they about to argue. This shit's going back to 65. Like they about to strip affirmative action. They going to strip voting rights. It's like it's fucking happening. So unless they pack the courts, it's a wrap. So be ready for segregation. Here we come.
What?
We have our own movie theaters again.
Yo, I'm dead ass. Like segregation is like on its way back.
I'm drinking out of all the water fountains.
Yeah, you drinking out of water fountains? Who still does that? Shit, I went to the high. We never drink out of water fountains.
Yeah,
I was setting yourself up for failure. Yeah, like Boog said, before y'all take us back into the civil rights era, can we get to something a little more uplifting? Because this is
it's coming, fam. It's slowly but surely. We on their way. All right, so what we talking about? AB, Bub, you introduced this because I don't really.
All right, so I'm sure that everybody has seen that AB's been up to his old antics again, but which recently he was at a swimming pool in Dubai and he pulled his hammer out for a lady to see. And
the lady took his trunks, cuz.
No, she snagged at his trunks and then he took them off. So whatever, like, and then hold up. So then following that, for no random reason, he just posted a picture of him and Giselle hugging at the Super Bowl, and amidst Tom Brady and her, the new rumors are stating they're having their beef. They getting divorce lawyers. So the real question in the matter is AB just disrespectful? Is he suffering from CTE, or is he just petty? Like, how do we? Or should he go on the block list?
Nah,
A and C.
For what?
A and C.
Nah, for what? Block list for what?
No, not a block list. I don't agree with the block list.
For fucking with Tom Brady? None of us like Tom Brady. Why would you care about what he does to Giselle? Like, nah, he don't get block list for that. He did what everybody wanted him to do. Fuck Tom Brady.
But he was petty. Let's be clear.
It's petty. Absolutely.
This was straight petty.
But I want to know why. So I know
during the time of what's going on now, you got to hit. It hit deep. Hit deep.
So wait. So from my understanding, Tom Brady didn't show up to practice in preseason.
No, he missed like a few weeks of camp. He disappeared.
Like it started there.
Because AB ain't on the team no more.
I know he's not on the team, but he addressed it. He addressed Tom Brady not showing up to training camp.
But see, when he didn't show up to training camp, that's when the rumors came out. Well, they've been out, but circulating more rather. That him and Giselle having trouble at home, staying in separate places, and this, that, and the third. So that's why I said, in my opinion, AB, now that he has the opportunity and that's out there, just boom, take this.
Y'all see a supermodel, I see another chick that a nigga's tired of.
Yeah, I mean that's true, but like the thing with the situation with Tom Brady, like my thing with AB is that his pattern of behavior is real weird. Like,
he's been weird.
And I'm starting but like ever since, like, people have always speculated since he had that hit against Cincinnati that it's intensified. He's done some fairly extremely bizarre shit. Like I said,
when I drink, my personality is intensified, and I do some weirdly bizarre shit.
Yeah, but was
that Lego haircut before or after the perfect hit? Because that nigga was always thrown off.
I think that NFL. I think that shit. Nah, I mean, he's worse.
Like, he got a crooked track record though. He does have a crooked track record though. Yeah, but like some weird, crazy, off the wall stuff though. Right. This ain't new.
This motherfucker. He froze his feet. He froze his fucking feet. Like,
that's personal shit.
No, it's not personal shit. He lost 100. How much money was it? $100-something million off of that shit. And couldn't play for the team, and then tried to sue the team because they didn't want to pay him when you didn't show up. You literally can't go in a freezer with wet feet, and this fool went in there with wet feet and couldn't perform.
So he makes dumb decisions that affect him.
What?
Like
it don't work that way, Sean.
No, but I'm saying his dumb decisions affect him, right? So if you can't play, how many backup wide receivers you got?
Yeah, it don't matter if you ain't a number one. You can't replace number ones.
It don't matter. You replace them. You can replace number ones, which is why they replace them.
No, they haven't. Pittsburgh hasn't replaced him. Juju was supposed to be the thing, and he's in Kansas City.
No,
I'm just
they haven't replaced the quality of the person, but you replaced the part.
Yeah, but that don't mean nothing.
Like, if Will
quality
Smith
is what counts, right?
If Will Smith fuck up and you put Mark Wahlberg in his role, you replace the role. You may not get the same effect and the same end result, but you replaced them.
Yeah, but you're using words. But we talking about the quality. The quality. Like you just saying words. So like AB, you replacing, but you lose quality. So I need the effectiveness, the quality of everything that AB is. I just think he really does have. Go ahead.
Nah, I ain't giving him any issues. You lost quality. You kept your money, right? Because they didn't give him his money for the seasons, correct? You said 100 mil?
Shut us up. Listen, that was the Raiders, your team. But Pittsburgh dropped it for the same thing. No. But this is years. This isn't just recently. Like, he's been on 4 different teams in 5 years. So this is the thing.
It's a very easy decision. Don't fucking hire him.
Well, now he's gone now.
That's what I'm saying. If you know his track record, why would you say, let's give him a chance? Let's see if he's going to do it.
But you know what? That's what actually surprised me. Because if you look at the other ones, like they ain't waste no time with Chad Johnson. They ain't waste no time with T.O. Once they got fed up, they was fed up. Boom, out. AB just had to basically leave on his own.
Well, that's not true.
He left on his terms.
Here's the thing. Let me run it real quick. So with the AB situation, he ran his way out of Pittsburgh. The Raiders picked him up the next season. He did that thing with freezing his feet. So nobody wanted to. He went to the Patriots. He talked about Robert Kraft's incident while he was on the team. They dropped him there. Then he went to Tampa Bay. Nobody was gonna pick him up. Tom Brady said, "Yo, come live with me in my house with my family
and my wife."
My wife. On top of the fact that he was going through the case where he threw penthouse furniture into the swimming pool and almost hit little kids, and then they turned around and said nobody wants him. Then Tom Brady said, "Yo, come live with me." They signed him to Tampa Bay. Then he does that crazy shit where he takes the shirt off. I think he really has CTE.
Nah,
that's what I think that shit is. Like
him taking his shirt off. He explained it. It's like, you know what I mean? Your coach basically said, "Fuck you, go sit down." And he was like, "Fuck
no,
you."
That's not. Yo,
is that
you don't do that? No, that's not how. Like, yo,
why not?
Because the nigga was playing at first. He wanted more targets to get his numbers. But you can get your numbers with 3 games left. He would. He had 3 more games. You don't quit. You know what I mean?
If you're saying I'm good and dudes like get out of my face, it's like you're adults talking to adults. And sometimes we forget that. Like, these are adults dealing with other adults. So if
he's not the only adult that's getting talked to like that.
When Sprewell snatched up his coach, it's the same thing. Like, you're not going to talk to me like I'm a chump. That's the situation. Like, I don't disagree with the book. Him and Tom Brady, Tupac and Biggie. First line.
It's definitely not that serious.
First line.
But, like,
I'm saying, first line. your chick's not off limits. Period.
So I fucked your bitch, you fat mother.
First line.
Yeah, but that's different. No, all he did was tell the truth, though, because nobody believes that Faith waited till all them died to say, they didn't hit it. When he was alive, she didn't say none of that shit, so she was lying. We know that. So, but this ain't that.
But we don't know.
We don't know what happened. Keep doing you, man. Keep doing you.
I say he should go on the block list. It's some weird ass shit.
Nah, you can't vote.
You throw furniture at kids, you freeze your feet, and then you pull your dick out at pools.
You can't vote that man on the block list and then try to get that other dude off the block list for his weird shit.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Speaking of who we cannot speak of, who we can't speak of. After AB left the Buccaneers, who did he sign with? That individual. So the blind leading the blind is exactly why this motherfucker's retarded. So that's why he should definitely go in there on the block list. That's exactly why.
I ain't voting for him. I ain't voting that one. I like the antics.
Well, we still need Eddie and PJ, so we need the PJ to come up here and do something.
Eddie gonna vote for him because of the Steelers situation. Like you lost crap with him. Period. That's a biased vote. That don't count.
Yeah, that's crazy. Forget that's some weird shit. Like I don't care. I think it's CTE though. I don't think he's just petty or nothing like that. I think there's something wrong with him for real because he goes into like a mood disorder and stuff. Then he goes on rants on podcasts. He goes on like several podcasts and does rants. I think there's something seriously psychologically wrong with him and shit.
He gotta die before we can find out if he has CTE. So.
Which sucks, right? That's crazy.
I don't think anything's wrong with him. I think that you get to a certain point, you feel like you can say and do whatever you want to say. Motherfucker, he's rich. He's not even rich. He's wealthy. He can say.
Well, he's from Florida. In Florida, motherfuckers are whacked. So are whacked. You know what I mean? They a little thrown off. So. But
he's on the same level of the dude in which we do not speak of. You feel like you can say and do whatever you want to say and do. And who's going to say something to you about it? And if you have something to say, fuck you too. Like, it's just.
Who, Voldemort?
He's gone, like Lord Baltimore. My God.
I mean, I don't think he's crazy. I just think dude is doing whatever he want, and you feel like there's no repercussions for it.
So it's rich problems.
Yeah. Basically, he'll be all right. Stay tuned to see what happens to AB. We'll be on it.
Block list. Block list. Wait, he gonna do something else dumb as fuck. So I'm just waiting for it to come back out. So
it's happening. Bugs, run with this heavy lifting. Let's go.
Don't we got another thing? Don't we got something else?
Let's go do that after heavy lifting.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on. You want to
I'm about to go in. We was about to go.
You want to do that now? Because this might go a little left. Let's go ahead.
QQQQQQ Dumbass of the Week.
Chicken is a dish that involves marinating chicken in the cold and flu medication Nyquil, with the intent of creating a meal that will treat sickness symptoms. Nyquil Chicken, also known as sleepy chicken or bedtime chicken, has been discussed online for several years, but has recently spiked in popularity again thanks to TikTok. Here's the history of the cursed chicken dish. The earliest known mention of Nyquil Chicken comes from a tweet from April 20th, 2017, captioned, "If she makes you Nyquil Chicken, do not let her go." The statement is accompanied by two photos, one of raw chicken marinating in the Nyquil, and the other of the finished product, which remains a sickly green even when cooked. The images spread to the shitty food porn subreddit, and the questionable recipe was revisited in a YouTube video in December 2019.
QQQQQQ Dumbass of the Week.
Yo, why?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll tell you why. Let me tell you. Listen. They stupid. There you go.
So that was the Grand Manifesto to say that?
That's it. Come on, man. We talking about people done cook chicken and NyQuil. People done ate Tide Pods. Like, none of this surprised me no more. This generation don't surprise me with nothing. Nothing. But my thing is the fact that it's actually people that look at it and say, oh, that's a good idea. Let me try to put my chicken in some NyQuil.
I mean, as someone who smoked a joint of Sleepy Time tea.
What? Oh my God. Oh my God.
I'm not saying that I would try NyQuil chicken. But I mean, who am I to judge?
Oh my God.
NyQuil chicken. First of all, NyQuil's taste is nasty. There's no pleasant flavor of NyQuil. So to think that you go mix it with one of the best foods we have, mostly everybody loves chicken.
Man,
so to fuck it up with
skinless breasts, for one. Like, this shit's already gross.
Right. But imagine if you went out for wing night and they was like, yo, let me get them NyQuil wings. Like, yo, them shits put you to sleep, man. Like, that's some nasty shit. Like, that's some crazy shit right there. Like,
man, listen.
I don't know. This new age fiend shit that people was on, like people used to take pride in not looking like a fiend, even though they was. Like now, motherfuckers don't even care. They just do anything. Like you just go let it marinate in NyQuil,
bruh.
Till it turns green.
You gotta let it marinate. You can't just saute it.
Yo,
bruh.
Yo, saying,
I'm not touching it.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch it, but I would.
That's nasty.
I mean, like if you can't fall asleep,
man, listen.
You can smoke a joint of Sleepy Time tea, and you won't be on your ass.
When you hungry, you can eat some NyQuil chicken, and when you wake up, you go be deaf.
I'm not condoning the NyQuil chicken.
Not even with the munchies.
But do not use drugs. You're right. I'm not condoning nothing. Like you're right. Like do not That's some dangerous shit. We ain't condoning this stupid
That
shit.
shit hits you faster than drinking it. I'll tell you that much.
That's nuts.
Alrighty.
So, Bub, you want to talk about this
Nah.
No.
No, I mean, are we gonna talk about that? We gonna save it for the end. Let Loverboy Bugs talk about that shit he want to talk about. We gonna flip this for you people. Like we gonna save him for the end. We gonna say that goofball for the end, but we let Loverbug because that's what he want to talk about.
As always.
Don't you?
Go ahead, Bugs.
He couldn't wait. We brought this topic up. What do you
We are
say?
gathered here today
See,
to talk about
love.
We're going to talk about porn in a relationship. Is it disrespectful? Is it not disrespectful? Should I be offended? Or should I not be offended? Let's hear what the fellas got to say. We're going to go this side, Mr. Suave Magazine. Porn in a relationship. How you feel about it, my brother?
I think if there's an understanding between the people in the relationship, it shouldn't be a problem. I mean, it's just porn is porn, but I mean, some people find it disrespectful because you fantasizing, quote unquote, about somebody else. Some people's like, go watch that, leave me alone. It just depends on who you're in a relationship with. It might be a thing where as a couple you might watch it together. Like it might be like that's some interesting shit right there. We should try that like now. It's a matter of it's a situational kind of situation. It's definitely situational. I don't think anybody's wrong, regardless, unless it becomes like a vice, and now you're like more focused on the porn than your relationship. I think then that's the issue. But if that's not the case, then I don't see the harm.
Cool beans. Let's go with eeny, meeny, Steve.
Man, y'all already know I'm not good at relationships. I mean, like, and porn is just porn. Like, what is there? Now, I will say, I can't imagine somebody be like, yo, it's the porn or me. But that's because I don't do well with ultimatums, period. Like, they could be like, oh shit, hold on.
They was like, talking about porn.
Somebody said, yeah.
Say what you say? What about ultimatums?
Go ahead and finish that statement.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I can't imagine responding well to any type of ultimatum. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can't see me having a problem with her watching porn, and if she got a problem with me watching porn, that's her problem.
Deep. Bub, where you at?
Yeah, I think in this day and age, porn is a part of a healthy relationship. You know what I mean? Because like people have their eyes. Like people say, oh, you can look at different people. I think porn helps the relationship sometimes in the sense, like you said, you have your little lust, and sometimes you might just run and rub something out. Like, you know, depending where you at, it keeps people out of trouble. If you find it disrespectful, I think that says more about you. You might be insecure. I think there's insecurities with people that may find it, like if your partner, like they're not cheating, they just want to look at something and get their little shit off. You may not be in the mood. They want to get their shit off. So they're supposed to sit there and, because you're entitled to not want to have sex when you don't want to have sex. But if you're not in the mood and your partner wants to go handle their shit, but you're in your way, like, well, you can't do that neither because that's looking at somebody else. I think that says more about you. That's controlling and insecure. And I think that you gotta allow that to be in there. Now you can't just be doing that shit like you shy. So you can't just be walking around the room like, yeah, you know what I mean, like, and just walking on the phone and being disrespectful. But you know, I think that.
That ain't what I said.
Yeah. Like, that's how I heard it. That's how I heard it. That's exactly what you meant to say. Like, you want to be PG and shit. Me, I don't got that PG.
You should walk around and be like, yeah.
You know what I mean? On your Kool-Aid shit, like, oh yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, especially because porn's free. It's not even, because I don't even think, like, that's another thing. Porn's not like how we grew up. Like, you had to really sneak to get porn. Like, you know what I mean? You had to either go get like videos or get DVDs, but now, it's on a website.
Turn to channel 2 in the middle of the night.
What channel 2 you at? Channel 2? When was you born?
Cinemax.
when you
or as I used to say, Cinemax. It was
You go to
Skinamax.
you go to West Coast Videos and find that black curtain in the back.
Yeah, that back room. But I think it's a healthy
And
part
look
of
for
a
feet
sex life,
videos.
especially if you've been with someone for a
my
long
God.
time. Oh my God! But see, that's it. Let me ask you that.
Yo, let's go.
Since you brought that up, now that part. So to Boogs with his foot fetish, if you never watched us before, Boogs he's a feet man. So with that being said, if you have a fetish and you watch fetish porn, can that be disrespectful to your partner? Can your partner find that to be disrespectful because then you're only synced in on one part of the porn? Like, you know
If
what
you
I
have
mean?
a fetish and you watch fetish porn that offends your partner, you have the wrong partner.
Come on.
Because if you got a fetish and you got a partner who refuses to fulfill your fetish,
Come on.
what are you doing?
Or even acknowledge it.
Like, you
They're
playing
being more disrespectful than you are, in my opinion.
By not letting you fulfill your fetish by watching feet porn.
Especially if it's something that you haven't kept away from them. Like if you let it be known, this is my thing.
I mean, like, I guess, like, if you like midgets, your girl can't just become a midget. So, I mean,
Right.
but
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. I'm just trying.
He's
I'm trying.
back.
The wheels is turning. I'm just
Yes,
saying. But
I mean,
but yeah,
He's
I don't know, man.
back.
But like, you got a foot fetish, and your girl don't want to fulfill your foot fantasies, then you need to find another girl.
just because she doesn't like it, isn't that kind of like extreme though? Just because she
No,
doesn't like it.
if you have
what
a
if the
fetish,
girl-
like this is you.
Mhm.
This is you. This is what you want. This is what you need to get off.
Mhm.
And she's like, nah, I'm not doing that. Then why are you there?
Problem.
What if she's the one with the fetish though?
What kind of fetish?
It depends on what her fetish is.
Exactly. So foot fetish sounds real easy because it's commonly known. But what about them? Go ahead.
You can't do that.
Go ahead, give me another one then. Throw another.
What if,
Since we talking
like-
about porn and fetishes, throw another one out
so
besides
what
the
if, what if her thing is like tying you up in leather, putting a pig helmet on, and then beating you with a whip?
And you don't want to do that?
Witness
She needs to find a new man.
I mean, I gotta go as extreme as I can think, fam.
All right.
Hold on. Now you got to be fair. So if you got a fetish and she got a fetish, she helping you get yours, and you gonna have to help her get hers, even if it's just on her birthday and anniversary.
So the pig mask is going on for you, Bugs.
So
that
how
explains that explains some things about you. I'm starting to get it now.
What?
Nah.
He like pig feet sandwiches and porn. Like that's the
Cause-
shit. Like,
Because Bugs had that thing about Speedos. They're starting to make sense now.
oh man.
It makes sense now. You got
forgot
the foot
about
thing. She
that.
got the Speedos.
Bruh, let's
Like,
clear
I
this
remember
up.
shit.
I ain't never wore no Speedos. I don't know what y'all talking about.
That's the fetish. You say it with a smile on your face. I got you guys.
Nah, bruh.
So we don't think that it's disrespectful at all to the partner. Like,
Well,
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
no, I'm asking. I'm just clarifying, seeing where we're saying.
I think
Go ahead.
it can be disrespectful if it starts to take precedence in the relationship. So if that starts to become like your main thing, and like now you're isolating, and like the sex situation with your actual partner isn't working anymore because you're more focused on the porn, like that becomes problematic. If you're using more time focused in that area, then you're messing with the relationship. So
shout out Kurt Franklin.
He said he was Kurt.
No, that's what
nigga.
Yo, oh my God. Y'all going for the gusto in this thing.
That's what I'm
Like,
thinking about.
you know what I mean? Like, y'all just going for it.
Y'all wanted to have this conversation.
Yo,
So-
nah. I'm
so-
gonna be honest with you. The reason I just did that, for real, I respect him for real for being in this position, coming up saying, "Look, this is what I dealt with. This is my addiction. It took over. It did X, Y, Z, and I moved on." You know what I mean? Because some people do that stuff and try to play it off like they ain't even involved in it. You know what I mean? Like this conversation right now may be uncomfortable, but let's be clear. You got more people watching porn than you do don't. Let's go.
Most people have sex, so you know what I mean. Like of course, they watch it porn. But the thing is that like, all right, so is it disrespectful for your partner not to even believe that you should be able to watch porn? Though, you know what I mean. Like if you was going in a relationship with somebody, you're getting you're getting serious, and you're like, man, I was watching this and I rubbed this shit out, and they like, well, I find that offensive. Would you cut off a relationship? Like you wouldn't even deal with somebody?
There's a conversation you tell somebody you watch this and rub this out. That's the conversation you gotta have.
Yo, check this out. Like we're grown, right? So we're having this grown conversation. When people talk about shit to other people, when they're getting to know people or different types of things, people express all kinds of, especially at our age. At this point, you don't have the timetable to sit there and do all that finessing like you did in your 20s. There's some pretty direct things you kind of converse with, because you ask somebody, like if you start dating somebody, you say, do you still deal with other people? Nah, I tend to just watch. You know what I mean? Like, because we're gonna really put this in
your answer to do you do other people is nah, I just watch porn.
yeah. No, you still fuck your ex, or you still fucking with somebody. Exactly, and you would express that, right? Because see, that's the problem. You have to know.
I don't think that would be my response.
That. I was about to say they're not going to express that.
Yeah, it would just be like
I don't know what y'all been in life, but I'm gonna say this. I've heard people tell me that. Like, you know what I mean? That's why I'm saying it.
So what you be saying? Oh, how you doing? My name is Bub. You watch porn?
Nah. No, you're not listening. What I'm saying is that when you start talking to somebody, oh, you still messing with you know what you do, because see, that's the thing. It's safe sex also, because you have to approach this thing with understanding. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's be serious.
It depends.
Like, are you still are you still messing with your baby's dad? Are you still messing with your ex-boyfriend? Oh, nah. Even though it might be a lie, like, you know what I mean? Like, they might lie to you, but they be like, oh, nah, I got these toys. Because a lot of women got toys, like, y'all know that. They got toys. Exactly, but they're watching things when they do that shit. Like, you know what I mean?
I got a magnificent toy video not too long ago, and I
thought you said you had a new toy. I was about to say what? I was about to say what? What the? No. You said magnifique. I had a new toy.
Good night. I watched that shit faithfully. I put that shit on the big screen.
The Rub Out 6000, huh? The Rub Out 6000.
Yeah. No.
Oh, all right.
No, it was a video that was sent to me of her using a toy.
Oh, all right.
I can't, man.
Right.
I put that shit on the 80-inch.
Yeah, that's funny as hell.
This conversation was never going to go well.
Yeah, it was, because people like it shouldn't be an uncomfortable conversation.
But
and that's
But I think that's the problem. This conversation isn't uncomfortable for us. It's a little too comfortable.
But like, you know what? Though?
We're very comfortable right now.
Most definitely. And I got a question for y'all. Now, would it affect the relationship if you notice that your partner is watching a particular type of porn? Meaning, he likes black girls riding dildos, or black girls doing this, and he's Caucasian, or black. You know what I'm saying? Would it be disrespectful then?
I mean,
I believe it would be.
No, I think if you're insecure, unless you like, it depends on what she is. Like,
you got to be.
Unless she's watching like, if she's watching slave
I don't have
porn,
a porn star dick, so if she's watching porn, like I already know she's watching something that I can't give her.
Yo, speak for yourself, cuz I think I hang from ceiling fans and do the what was that shit that I used to tell motherfuckers back in the day?
The mastermind.
The mastermind. I think I can put I used to tell motherfuckers I could do this thing called the mastermind, and motherfuckers used to really be fascinated to say what this shit was.
Somebody doing that shit not too long ago.
Oh shit! But unless you're doing some weirdo porn, where like slavery porn, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like where it's like, oh man, like, I mean, I watch porn, so you know what I mean? Like, so to say, you know, like, I can see where that can get offensive.
I was watching the scene when the chick was like, "Give me that nigger cock," and I turned it off.
I was about to say, I saw one before.
Wait, slavery porn, that's a real thing?
Yo, slavery wife was trying
This wasn't even slavery porn. This was like next door neighbor porn. But I was I'm not watching this shit.
Yeah, they got all kinds of they got some ignorant racist porn out there.
They got a whole bunch of shit. Everything out there, there's porn for it.
Right.
It's probably a porn version of our podcast.
And it's blatant now. It's just blatant. I like it.
Starring me. It's like, no. Fuck that. Like, y'all want to say. Like, y'all can.
I think it's called like Rule 32 or some shit. There's porno version of everything, yo.
Yeah, but like, nah, seriously, like, I just think if anything's super degrading, I think can be disrespectful. You know what I mean? Where it's like that clown porn, like that one where that black clown that's always doing something, beating the shit out of like women. Like, I know y'all seen it. I know you.
What porn is that?
Have you seen that clown? Steve, you know what I'm talking about, don't you?
I haven't. No, I don't.
Y'all ain't see that, John? All right. I know somebody out there seen that.
I missed that episode.
It's this black clown, and he puts cake on the jaw, and he just, I'm gonna send it to y'all.
Yo, keep that out the group thread, cause we don't want that.
Yo,
keep that out the chat.
I need Eddie here. I know Eddie seen that shit. Like, there's times where I need that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but
yeah, cause the clown porn, cause you put the cake on the shit. Yeah, y'all ain't seen that.
Yo, I'm telling y'all, man.
Oh man.
I mean, I think porn is a part of life, and I think that, you know what I mean. Like, that's it. Like,
but is porn now a part of life? Because even like back in the day, like porn was there, but it wasn't as big as it is now.
Yes, the hell it was.
It just wasn't as easy.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. So it's the industry now is a whole lot bigger than what it ever has been. So
I don't know about that part.
No, the internet is more available.
That's
everybody had to.
Go ahead. What I'm saying.
Go
So
ahead.
it's making the industry bigger. So like even before it was like porn stars. So you were at a company, you made tapes, you made videos, you made magazines. Cool. Now it's like anybody with a Twitter page, anybody with a OnlyFans page, anybody online, period, is now creating porn. So it's like it's bigger than what it used to be.
But here's the thing. I ain't spent $1 on porn in probably over 20 years. So how is the industry bigger? Well, no, not 20 years, because 20 years ago, yeah, I still bought DVDs occasionally, but they was bootlegs. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the industry is benefiting off my consumption.
But the industry's making a lot of money.
If they're paying what they say they paying for them videos, they got the money to give.
What's that industry at?
I mean,
Nah, see, I think like one, sex it's been around forever. We always know that no matter where. You're right. But I'm saying to act like porn hasn't been a big industry forever. It's just now that we got so much.
Shit started in the 90s.
Yo, that shit started in the 2000s. But the thing is that
nobody having so sex before 1980.
Man, you better get out of here. Them grandmas that had them flannel nightgowns on had 15 and 16.
Not having sex.
Yes, they was. They was just lifting it up with that.
That
Empower
was
O2
immaculate
stroke.
conceptions.
They said right now the porn industry generates $12 billion a year.
How? Who's buying that
I'm in
shit?
the wrong profession.
Oh, I mean, we know there's weirdo people that actually subscribe to those. Even though it's a free site, there's always something you can pay on, and there's weirdos that do that.
They said internet pornography industry generates $2.5 billion a year.
That's
It's
OnlyFans
like,
is up there too.
I just want to know who's paying for that shit.
That's even like the OnlyFans people. You got people that became like damn near millionaires during quarantine just from OnlyFans.
Yeah,
like people pay for shit that they want to see that they can't find somewhere else. So you're gonna go pay somebody $22 a month to go watch their little page.
Or it's somebody that you follow and they doing stuff you want to see them do. So you go make it do what it do.
And then you get there, you didn't subscribe to a Kardashian page, and they're making chicken.
Nyquil Chicken.
Fuck that! I'm about to get me a team of panty sellers.
You can't you that's Tyre shit, right? Shout out.
No, not like I'm talking about selling worn panties. Put them shits in a Ziploc bag and sell them shits.
Shit.
People will buy them.
See, I think porn.
Go to the gym.
Yo, that's funny as hell. There's like I said, yeah, because people have fetishes like that's the type of shit that get people in trouble. Where it's disrespectful. Where you buying reworn panties and shit like that. Like motherfuckers be getting caught doing shit like that. Like you know what I mean?
Buying farts out of jars and stuff.
Farts out of jars, or going to the strip club trying to save single mothers. Like that shit don't make sense. Like you know what I mean?
Or you socks than high heels.
That's what I say. I think porn is a lot safer and a lot more relationship friendly. I'm sure. Yo, all right. Let's be honest. How many times have rubbing one out save you from doing something stupid?
Oh man, countless.
A lot.
Right. So porn, I think, helps save relationship. Can we agree with that? Sometimes, like there's times where motherfuckers can.
This is my thing.
Yeah.
This is my thing. If you with somebody and they not doing what you want to do, and you need to do what you need to do, I don't see the problem. Now, maybe to each his own.
The problem is being with somebody who's not doing what you need them to do.
Besides that, because you're absolutely right.
So, can you really be happy in a relationship if you have to watch porn?
If you have to,
Can you be happy in a relationship if you have to watch porn?
If you have to watch,
you have to because she's like, nigga, sit down and watch this porn with me, or you have to.
Are you truly happy that you got, if you watch porn? Because something like, again, we like to Shot's thing, like it's subjective and it's the understanding of the relationship. But like, say you like everything about the person, you even enjoy the sex, you just kind of like to look at something different. And I think, again, it goes to the aspect that sometimes porn can save relationships, because you might want to look at something, but then like, oh, you can have this little fetish, this little lust thing. So are you going to be truly happy in this relationship if you can't just watch something here or there? And we've all done it. No matter what, you can be deeply in love, married, or whatever, but you might just want to have something different.
But
and that's the easiest way to do that.
I think that's the question. Like, you have to watch porn? Like,
in order to be happy?
Yeah, if you have to watch porn to be happy, that's a problem. Like, if you're unhappy without it, then there's an issue. That is like a concern.
Then you're gonna have to get treatment for that.
Yeah.
Is there real treatment for that though?
Yeah,
Franklin got it right.
I'm about to say he healed it.
So basically, they try to get you to redirect. So if that's your thing, you gotta redirect it. Yeah,
you go redirect your horny. Yeah. That's pretty stupid. Like, that's pretty stupid.
Listen, it's like if like say
you ain't
like
horny.
Say like that's the case. It's like you're in a relationship and the person in the relationship was like, you keep watching that, but we're not having sex. And if we do, it's like it's lackluster because your energy and your focus is over there. And then it's like you can't even begin to perform unless you're watching porn. Then it's like your attraction to that person are you attracted to that person or are you attracted to the porn, and then like you're emulating the porn back to that person. That's what I'm saying. It gets tricky, like depending on like how serious that porn need is. If you need it to be in a relationship, I don't want to be in a relationship with that person.
Yeah, what you think? Go ahead, Steve.
No, I'm just saying. I'm trying to figure out. Like, I've never like needed it. Like, I mean, like I used it so I would go to sleep instead of doing something dumb. But like, need it like in order to function. Like, nah. Like I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, if it's a must, like that's the issue. If it's like I have to do this, like that's
a problem.
I have to beat my shit tonight. Yeah,
that's it. But because even if say you're not rubbing one out, you just have to watch it. So now it's like you just got this.
Well, I've done that though. I've done that plenty of times though.
Nah, so that's what I'm saying.
What you mean? Elaborate on that.
Like
it's just like
we're having a conversation. There's porn on the TV. Like I just have that in my atmosphere. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's people like that. Like the shit just has. It's like it's white noise for them. Like they have to be able to see it to like stay focused or
yeah. I don't know, man. I hope I'll never get. Yeah, if I ever got that bad.
I mean, there was times like
I mean, there's times you just put it on because it's like, why not? Like niggas used to ride around when they was first putting.
That's where I was gonna go. Like I had TV, I had TVs in my car, and I used to play porn. Like I get it. That's why. But I was 24. Like,
but the TVs on the back seats.
I mean, I've seen it. Like I had one in my dash. Like, you know what I mean? Like.
So was okay because we know you was the porn like because
I'm not the only one here.
Porn, or you just wanted to like antagonize the other people that was like following behind you?
sometimes I had company. Sometimes because we're adults, like you know what I mean. Sometimes you set the mood off.
You don't got to
night.
overexpress adults. We get it.
Nah, listen.
Yo, he's been
You know what I
an
mean?
adult for a long time.
Right.
Let him
I've
rock,
been an
you
adult,
know
so
what I mean?
listen. Nah, because I had to make sure the way he said it, like, was I antagonizing people? Like, no, I want to. I was young, 24. I was young at 24.
Like, shit, don't you get it?
But put
like
like porn on the back of my head rest so you can see the rear bender.
But nah, like Boog said, like Boog said, sometimes I did play it, but not so much now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not that, you know what I mean? But like you said, there was a time where there was magazines, different type of shit you would have around, and sometimes you just wanted to look. It wasn't even about, like you said, truly rubbing some shit out. You just would check some shit out because you do learn some shit. Like, oh, if I put my leg up like this, and then you know what I mean, like pull that butt cheek to the right, that might do that. So you know what I mean? Like, that's what that shit's for too, to learn.
But nah, sometimes I ain't gonna lie to you. I be like, I put in my category. Shit. I ain't going in depth.
Yeah, no, what's your category?
Like, nah.
Pretty pink toes.
Nah, you watching foot job videos.
Nah, I do that. I have done that.
Oh fuck. That's disgusting.
But nah, what I was gonna say was simply like, let's just say I'm looking up big booty bouncing on it. It been times where I sit there, I'm like,
big booty bouncing on it.
Well, yeah,
yo, just fill in the blanks, fam. Just let it.
So look,
let this happen.
All right. So anyway, right? What I was saying was,
make sure the coast is clear.
But let's say I put that in. I click on one, be like, now which one I'm gonna use? You know what I mean, to do what I want to do. So I'd be like, oh. Then I'd be like, rubbing that will go down. This one. This sometimes I done been in stroll through so many, my battery about to die, so I don't even get to do it. So
how the hell your battery died? Was you what? You scrolling
I
for
don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. That was back in the day.
The batteries was better back in the day, man.
Yeah, exactly.
That went off. The batteries was, you could replace some shits in a heartbeat.
Well, it is what it is. It died.
Yeah, this was just today.
Oh shit.
He said yesterday.
I think you can maintain a healthy relationship, though. It's just all about the fact that you gotta do that. I just think, again, I can only reiterate the fact that like you gotta be secure, because if you think that, you know what I mean, like a person don't have other thoughts outside of you sometimes, like again, like people are naturally attracted to other people. They don't have to act on it, you know what I mean? But sometimes that's what they just want to look at. And as long as it's not no, like you said, no disrespectful shit, I think it's not a bad thing. Excuse me.
I think you're fine as long as it's not replacing the person you're in a relationship with. Like if porn is replacing that person, that's the issue.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit. If you just be like, yo, she like, I got this shit on, you be like, nah, put BBL, big swiggities on. You know what I mean? Like BBL, Q long stroke on. You know what I mean? Like, nah, that's something different shit. But
that's because it's like at that point, do you become more attracted to the porn
thought
than your partner? Like it's just like I need that to deal with you. Like that's a fucking lot.
Yeah, if you're more attracted to that than her, then like let her go.
Real talk.
What's the next point in this? Is there another point?
That's all the points. We covered all the points on porn.
We covered all on the porn, like, and I mean, Boogs, you got anything else to say? Because this is what you wanted to talk about, my man. You definitely want to let the people know that Larry Love, before he was Larry Love, he was Lustful Larry. He was Lustful Larry. When his joy was spelled backwards, he was Lustful Larry. You see them eyes? Look at them shits. You know what I mean?
Not joy spelled backwards.
See, he tried to plug that shot. I ain't gonna say nothing though. I'm gonna let it ride tonight. It's all good. But listen, now whether you enjoy it, whether you don't enjoy it, I believe it's something you should be upfront with your partner about from the jump. Because I mean, we all grown, and like I said, I truly would believe that there's more people watching than there's not watching. So talk about it, be about it, but don't let nobody change you though either. I must say this. If you got a fetish or something, don't let nobody make you think you're crazy for what you like.
if
That's
you nasty, if you nasty as fuck,
nasty.
be nasty as fuck. And find
That's
somebody
what
that's nasty as fuck just like you. That's what you want to do. Like if you
There
just
you
want to
go.
watch some nasty shit and watch white toenail polish on toes, you know that ain't my shit because I hate feet. So you know what I mean? You gotta have sex with socks on. Like that's the dumbest shit. So
Yo, all right, because because this shit makes sense. So that's
What
like
don't make sense, dog?
I'm saying is it kind of makes sense. It's like that's like being in a relationship and you want to be a swinger but your partner don't, like your girl don't want to be a swinger but you want to be a swinger. Like you can't be in a relationship with that person.
Why
so
not?
You got because it's not gonna work.
But
You're gonna swing by yourself.
But do you have to swing? Are you willing to sacrifice the swing for
Are
her?
you willing to sacrifice your porn for her?
I mean, see y'all going into the part. The thing about the relationship is it financial based? Is it just that everything else, like emotional, psychological, outside of the sexual aspect? That's why I said, like, when you look into a relationship, we know there's so many components to make a great relationship. And are you willing to compromise on one part? That's why when we ask this question, is it really, what are you willing? Is it just, it depends, I guess, how important sex is to you.
Steve doesn't do ultimatums.
It's not even that. But it's just like, no, I'm not going to tell you I will never watch porn again to be your man. Like, what the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. So it's like the only way you can be happy in a relationship with porn involved if both parties are okay with porn being involved. Like,
or the other party just don't know.
You can't not know because then it's like you got a secret in a relationship. You got a secret porn thing. That's really an addiction.
If she got a problem with porn, she's probably boring.
More than likely.
So like, it's not gonna be worth it. Like,
got you.
No.
So yeah, there's the answer to the question. Can you be happy in your relationship with porn? Only if the other person is happy in your relationship with porn.
Well, I'm happy. Let's go.
We know you're happy.
We didn't ask you that much.
Yeah, we know.
We not know.
Yeah, we know you like oily feet. 32. Oh my god, yo! Like, I mean,
let's go, people. Let's go.
That was disgusting.
It
was. It really was.
Oh my god.
That wasn't for y'all. That was for our wonderful viewers out there. You know,
they don't want to see that shit either.
I don't think they want to see that.
No, nobody wanted to see that.
You'll see. You'll see.
Y'all let us know.
Today's episode was rated NC-17. Thank you, bud.
This episode is definitely an NC-17 episode.
Oh, there's a disclaimer going on at the beginning of this one. This is
happening. And do y'all and can we just be honest? Like, this is the third time the Boog's tongue has made its appearance on the show.
Oh,
do y'all like the Boog's tongue, or should that go on the block list?
I need that on put that on the Q page. I want to see the reviews.
Should we put the Boog's tongue on the block list? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah,
let's go.
Yeah, man.
So are we going to do this birthday thing, or you want to do that separately?
I don't care what you do. I'm just gonna roll. I'm in my arms in pain right now too. So
Ray Charles. Too much porn.
Nah.
He got his shoulder.
He got tennis elbow.
Are we talking about porn today? Oh, shit.
Let me do my research. Oh man.
All right. So we good. Buzz, you closing this out?
Yeah, I'll go ahead.
We want to mouth, please.
I am. I'm gonna keep it in there for right now. You'll see the reviews though. And thank y'all in advance. But we want to thank y'all for tuning in as always. So many other places you could be on a Friday night, but you decided to chill and rock it with the Q. And we appreciate you this and every Friday. So y'all be happy, be safe, but most of all, be you. Q out.
And be nasty for the weekend.
Not that
for the weekend.
Not that.